Welcome to Simply Simple Life. Today I'm going to be sharing with you a very simple and easy to make snack that we can store, keep and enjoy for at least a week. We will just have to be spending around half an hour to 45 minutes for the preparation, and then we get to enjoy it for an entire week. Isn't that interesting? It is nothing other than Murukku, the traditional Murukku. Murukku can be made in many different ways. This method is by far the easiest, at least for me, and this is what I do almost every once in a few weeks, so that I always have a supply of some savory for snack at home for my husband and children. So without any delay, let's get started. First, we will need one packet of Murukku mix. Yes, it's a store-bought Murukku mix. I'm using Baba's Murukku mix. You can use any mix of your choice. I will usually follow the instructions that are given in the back of the packet. It is easy that way. You can add in spices, but I don't. This recipe calls for 380 ml of water and 2 spoons of ghee. Mix in the ghee with the flour and make sure it is evenly spread. You can add in spices before adding the ghee. If you want to add other spices, you can add, but I'm not doing that. I'm just mixing in the ghee. It will come to a crumbling kind of texture, not very thick, but slightly. Now start adding in the water. I will usually add half a tumbler at a time and start to knead, make it into a soft dough. Add water little by little, and at one stage you will see that you have exhausted all the water, but still there is some dry flour left. Now don't add in more water, just try to integrate this dry flour into this dough. Keep kneading it and you will get to a soft dough. This process would take around 5 to 7 minutes, probably 10 minutes. That is all. Now we will need oil, a Murukku press, 2 ladles or any flat surfaced ladle or plate or something, and the Murukku press will come with the different attachments for the Murukku. You can use any of this. I'm going to be using the one with a single hole in it. You can of course use any of the attachments. We will also need a strainer to, once the Murukku is cooked, we'll have to let it sit on a strainer so that if there is any excess oil, it can drain. Now heat oil and start preparing your Murukku press. We'll have to grease the sides of the Murukku press inside. Once that is greased, load the dough that you have prepared. Load it fully and close the press. Secure it tightly and start making the Murukku. If it breaks, it doesn't matter. You can just continue and make it. Of course, it is it comes with practice. So keep doing it. I'm just making the regular spiral ones. You can make it in any shape or form that you want with the different attachments that come with the Murukku press. So once this is done, check the oil, drop a small piece of dough into it, and if it rises immediately to the surface, then the oil is ready. Now slowly drop in the prepared Murukku into the hot oil. I use long stemmed the ladles, handling ladles, so that the oil doesn't splash onto us. It's easier for me this way. You can use even plates, anything which has a flat surface to prepare the Murukku and then drop it into the oil. And that is all. We just have to repeat the process until we have completed all the dough. Make sure that the murukku is golden brown when you are taking it out. Just reload every time the murukku press is empty. Just reload and repeat the process. And there we have yummy murukku ready. The entire process for me from the start to the end took me about 45 minutes, and I got 1.5 tins, a tin of this size, 1.5 tins of murukku. Some were broken and some even got burnt. So there's nothing called perfect, but I got almost 2 boxes of murukku, which of course were gone in a matter of few days, 2 days I think, or 3 days, and it was over. Children usually enjoy this murukku a lot, even my husband does. Whenever we buy from the store, right, whenever we buy murukku from the store, we always in the back of our mind we are thinking, oh, they might have reused the oil. What are the ingredients that go into it? Although the one that I have shown you now, the one that I have prepared now, is also not fully from the scratch item, but still it is much better than just buying something off the shelf and wondering when this was prepared and how long will it keep good, and all those questions of health and other things. At least we can make this at home and be more confident of the nutritional values in it. These packets of murukku mix that come usually will have rice and some lentils and salt and some spices. If it is a spicy variety, it will have some spices. It will most likely not have those stabilizers, this, that. Not you just make sure that when you're purchasing, you read the ingredient list. There's nothing like making from scratch, and I do make that kind of murukku also, but this is something that I do on a regular basis, once a month or so. Sometimes I prepare murukku, sometimes I make mixture, sometimes tattai. These are savories, South Indian savories. So I prepare these and store it, and we get to use it at least a week. It keeps fresh. So that is all. So I hope you enjoyed this video and you do make murukku now with all the festive season coming up. Hopefully you also will be making one of these recipes. Murukku is one of my favorites. So do give it a shot and let me know how it turns out for you. I'll see you in another video. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.